One of the greatest parts of a relationship is knowing you will hurt the person you love. And most people don't want to hear this. But a real relationship is not a fantasy. The truth is that loving someone comes with love, pain, and joy. And only the strongest love will survive. So here is my hand, not only in sunlight, but in shadow, when I am less than I vowed. Here is my heart, not as a perfect gem, but as a root that must sometimes break earth. To drink, I will forget your important thing. You will misunderstand a silence of mine. We will build, with clumsy words, a small wall. And then, with tired and honest hands, take it down, stone by stone. This is not the love of ballads, clear and sweet, but the love of tide and anchored rock. The salt, the pull, the constant, grinding proof. It is the finding, in the wound we caused, a deeper vein of gold. The morning talk, that follows a long and heavy night. It is choosing, again, the face you know, in the unflattering dawn, and calling it home. For the fragile shatters in the slightest storm, but the strong tree grows from wounded wood. We will have joy, oh, brilliant, trembling joy. But it will be the kind that knows its cost, paid for in forgiveness, learn it by heart. This is the tempered, lasting, and real thing. The love that, having seen its own true face, still chooses to remain and call this place, with all its weather, sacred. And sacred is the worn spot on the floor, from pacing out a whirring through the night. And holy is the patience at the door, when one returns, uncertain, into light. We'll trace the maps of old, familiar scars, the tender places where the bruising clung, and find, beneath the damage done, the stars that we became when we were young and stung. For every season has its killing frost, a barren week within the heart's long year. What matters is not what was briefly lost, but that we stayed to see it reappear. We'll tend the quiet embers when they fade, and build the fire not from blaze, but from glade. So let the easy, fantasy love rest. We have the harder, better, truer test, to love the real one, not the dream conceived, with all the cracks through which the light is sieved. To say, I see the wound my love has made, and kneel together, humble, unafraid, and in that raw and unforgiving place, find joy's relentless, slow returning grace. This is the work. This is the deep, the root, the stubborn, thriving, everlasting shoot. And when the final silence starts to grow, when time has thinned our hair and slowed our breath, we'll know the landscape that we've come to know, not the bright peak, but all the ground beneath. The ground that held us when we shook with tears, the soil that took our angers and our seeds, the common earth that through the passing years was fed by all our complicated needs. We'll sit to weathered stones warmed by the sun, and feel the ache of every season's turn, and know the countless, patient things we've done to let the strongest, quietest fires burn.